It's a beautiful night tonight. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Ascended. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault, and we are prepping up to take on the Megapithecus, the second boss in the game. That's the big monkey guy. And we're going to do it with an army of T-Rexes. And as you can see, I've got some growing up behind me here. I've got a total of 20 in all. We're going to take him on the Gamma level. Maybe beta. We'll see how these guys do on the Gamma level. But let's cue the music and we'll get to talking about him. Alright, so these guys have been a project of mine, a pet project I've been working on for a long time. And as you can see, they're all named Army 1 through 20. I've got number 1 in my pocket right now. And we're going to take a look at at what he can do in a few minutes. But I want to show you the road that we took to get here. So these guys have got a ton of mutations on them, okay? And by a ton, I mean, you know, there's quite a few. Let's go in here and I'll show you what we've used. We used... This guy here has 10 melee mutations on him. And if you look down at the second row, second number down, 520% on the melee. You see he's got 47 basic melee points and then 20 mutated points, which equals to 10 mutations. Now we bred that one up with this one here, who is a 4H. F, that's just for female. It's got 4 health mutations, so you can see it started off with 47 in health, and then got 8 mutations on it, bringing it up to 13,200 base health. So these guys, I bred those two together. You know, I took the female there and the male here, bred them together, and that's how I got these guys. Now this guy's going to be a little different on his representation, his numbers and all that, because I did imprint all these guys. The mutations and the basic breeders, I don't mutate them. I leave them the way they are. And to show you here, let's go look at our basic breeders. Here's a couple of the females down here. You can see the 47 and the 47 on the strength and the health. You know, if I wanted to, I could breed in more mutations on both of those, and I will do that in the future. But for now, we're going to leave it at that. I think that should be good enough for the level we're in right now and what we're trying to do. And I'll show you, it took a few Rexes to get these numbers, and the guys have brought me some since then that I may have to update on here, but as you can see, we've got 6, 7, 8, 9 different breeders in here, and that's a lot. You know, this one's got crap on the health and crap on the melee. Same here. You know, there's the 47 and 47. This one had both. That's kind of cool. Yep, nothing there. Yeah, I haven't really taken a good hard look to see if these guys had any better. Look at this guy, 20 on that. Oh, the freaking melee. That's awful. 27. Yeah. 42, 37. Yeah, so none of those are better than the ones I have, so I don't have to do anything there. They might have a better weight, or they might have a better stamina, but I'm not breeding those right now, so I'm not really concerned about that. Now, what I would do with this is I would breed a lot of eggs up, okay? I would put out the perfect breeders, for instance, the perfect male and female. I have two females and a male. I'd let them start popping off eggs, and I would have this guy in here, this Oviraptor set, to pick up all the eggs, okay? And as you can see, he's set right now to collect fertilized eggs only. So he would just fill out. When he got a whole bunch of them, I would toss him out in this room. There's plenty of ACs in here to go ahead and hatch those eggs. The eggs would hatch up, and this device right here, which is part of my cryopod mod, I'll go ahead and put a link to that in the description, but it has a newborn auto trap on it, which is kind of cool. As you can see, why do I have baby Karukus? It's so weird. But yeah, it'll trap babies in here, so as those eggs would hatch, it would capture them in here, and then I could look through here, and you know, it'll show me all the guys just like this with the stats, so I could see if there was mutations or whatnot. And I kept at that for, I've probably been doing this for 3 weeks now, roughly. working on these guys, so it's been a lot of work to get them to where they are now. And there's still a lot more to go. These guys aren't ready for alpha fights, in my opinion. They might not even be ready for a beta fight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they handle the Gamma Monkey. We'll definitely take him back to fight the Brood Mother, just for fun. At least Gamma on that. Probably Bravo too, or a Beta too. We'll see. Now, we did find a beautiful saddle blueprint, and we used crafting skill to up it. This is the best of the 20 that we got, 51.7% crafted skill bonus. So an armor of 278. I believe the actual saddle blueprint is in the high 100s, like 190 something. In fact, I'm pretty darn sure. Oh, you're just a little too big to fit through there. Yeah, so it's... I forgot about that. So yeah, it's a little too... so it's in the high 100s, like 190 something. The lowest of the low I got here was like 1.1%. That's like a 194 point something or whatever. It's a really crappy saddle. There's 3 of them, I think, that are really low. The rest of them are decent, and there's a few really high ones. So yeah, let's pop this guy out and see what kind of damage he can do without any levels in him. This is just right out of the gate. Here we go. There's a nice little trike. We'll come in and bite him on the ass. You get that 559 in damage right off the bat. That's pretty impressive. You don't get that on a stock Rex, anywhere in the game. Yep, come on, turtle. 576. Boom. Yep, just a few bites. The turtle's down. And yeah, taking no damage yet, So, looking real good, man. I think these guys are going to hold up really nice against the Gamma Megapithecus. I think so. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think we'll have a problem. I think with the saddles that we have, they'll be just right. They'll be fine. No issues. As long as these compies don't kill me. There we go. Look at that. 451 against mate boosted compies. Yeah, I'm impressed, man. I like it. I think it's a great... I know the colors are really nice on it. And I will continue to breed these guys as we progress through the game and get closer to fighting the alpha bosses and all that. I definitely want to add some more mutations on it. I want to get the both health and melee up to 10 and maybe up to 20 eventually. I don't know. What's this here? We're going to look at that in the next video. But we'll be back to it. Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert. Alright, guys. Well, if you have any questions about breeding up Rexes and how that works and, what I did to get mutations, I mean, I'll tell you right now, it required a lot of breeding, a lot of eggs, a lot of patience, and a lot of destroying eggs and killing, just tons and tons of baby Rexes inside the that incubator machine. It was absolutely ridiculous, the numbers I would do. I would turn on the Rexes to breed. I would let that Oviraptor get 40, 50, 60 eggs, 100 eggs, whatever, and then just throw them all out to hatch. And then, see what was in there. What's nice in there, too, is, like, if you're looking for mutations, right? So, let's say this is my perfect, and it's 287. And I have a male and a female, and they're both perfect. 287s and perfect. When I say perfect, I mean they have all the same exact stats, and it's the best stats of everything I have. The best health, stamina, weight, and melee. I mean, you can do oxygen and food, too, if you're really anal about it. You don't need to get the best ones in both of those, but it's nice to have them match so that your levels are exactly the same. And then when you look in that machine and you search, you have a search bar in there, all you need to do is type in a number to see if you got any mutation. So if the parents are both 287, a single mutation will add 2 levels to it, making it 289. You search that for 289, and you'll see if you have any mutations and how many you have. And then you got to check and make sure they're in the right spot, because just because you got a mutation doesn't mean it's under the right on the right stat. And I don't like, personally, I don't know, other people out there who do mutations and all that, I don't like to mix them on a single bloodline, so to speak. Like you saw, I have a 10 10 mutations on melee, right? For the one Rex, the other Rex had, what, 4 on health? And I like to keep them separate. It just, for me and the way my brain works, it's easier for me to look in that box and go, okay, here's my health guy, and here's my melee guy. If later on I breed up a weight guy, or a stamina guy, like, oh, okay, there's the stamina guy. I could breed the stamina guy with the health guy, and then their offspring, I could breed with the melee guy, and I'll have the best of all 3 worlds, And that just makes it easier for me, and the way that I think and all that. So, yeah. I can't wait to get these guys going. I wanted to do it tonight, but it's not going to happen tonight. I just didn't have enough time to get them raised up and get them leveled up and all that to make tonight a possibility. So it'll be next week, probably Tuesday. We'll take on the Megapithecus for the first time and have a little fun with him. We might warm up against the Broodmother just for fun and to gain a couple levels on the guys, It won't be much to do that. We'll bring the trophies for both fights and knock them both out in a single live stream, which will be a lot of fun. So, yeah. Tune in tonight, 7 p.m. for a live stream, by the way. It'll be me, Gameplay, and Hobbit. Hopefully everybody can make it. Not, they can't all make it all the time, but I'll be here for sure. Not sure what we're going to do tonight. I had some plans. We might do the hard underwater cave tonight. Meaning that's the one on the east coast of the map as opposed to the west coast. The west coast one we did on Tuesday, and it was like there was some kind of update during the day, and it was disappointingly empty. And I mean, when I say empty, I mean really, really empty. I don't know what happened there, but I just went ahead and eyeballed it tonight, or today when I was getting ready to film this, and it's full again, and it's all crazy again. There's tons and tons of megalodons in there, so I don't know what's going on. We're just going to have to keep our eyes on that one, and I definitely want a rematch of that one. So, maybe we'll do that too, but I got to make sure that the cave is ready for us. I don't want to get all prepped up like we did, a couple nights ago, and then have an empty cave and, a very disappointing live stream, or start to the live stream at least. So, anyways, if you enjoyed this video at all, please leave a like on it down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to ring that bell for notifications. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.